Episode 4 begins at night, with Dr. Farrow walking slowly through a quiet residential street. He looks tense and distracted as he approaches Anna's house, holding a small bag in his hand. Unbeknownst to him, Jay is following at a distance, hiding in the shadows. His face shows a mixture of curiosity and suspicion. Jay, still keeping an eye on Dr. Farrow, takes out his phone and calls Ingrid. With urgency in his voice, he asks her where Dr. Farrow is that evening. Ingrid, surprised by the question, tries to respond, but Jay cuts the call mid-sentence, leaving her confused. Back at Anna's house, Dr. Farrow walks in and finds Anna waiting for him. She's in the living room, wearing a silk robe and a blindfold over her eyes, clearly expecting him. Without saying a word, Dr. Farrow walks over to her. Their chemistry is intense, and they begin to engage in passionate, intimate acts, unaware that they are being watched. Outside, Jay arrives at the doorstep and hears the unmistakable sounds of intimacy coming from inside. Shocked, he slowly pushes the door open and is devastated to find Dr. Farrow and Anna together. His face drains of color, and in utter disbelief, he stumbles backward, slips, and falls down the stairs from the upper level. Hearing the commotion, Dr. Farrow calls out in panic and rushes to Anna. She is equally shaken. They rush outside and find Jay lying motionless, bleeding heavily. Dr. Farrow kneels beside him, trying to help, but it's too late. Realizing Jay is dead, he breaks down in grief, sobbing uncontrollably. Anna stands nearby, frozen and visibly disturbed. Anna, unable to handle the situation, walks away from the house, leaving Dr. Farrow behind with Jay's body. Her face is pale, and her eyes are blank. She is clearly overwhelmed and emotionally unbalanced. The police arrive and begin investigating the scene. Dr. Farrow remains at the site, answering questions while visibly distressed. The camera lingers on Jay's lifeless body being covered by a sheet. Meanwhile, Sally is at home with Ingrid. Ingrid is crying uncontrollably and appears to have injured herself. Sally tries to comfort her, pleading with her to stop hurting herself. Suddenly, Dr. Farrow enters. Sally, full of anger, lashes out at him, blaming him for everything that's happened. Ingrid intervenes and tells Sally to leave. Once alone, Ingrid confronts Dr. Farrow with deep pain in her voice. He tries to comfort her, holding her and begging her not to hurt herself. Later, the two of them are seen in a quiet room with Jay's body. Ingrid gently strokes Jay's face, tears streaming down her cheeks, then looks over at Dr. Farrow in silence. Back in their room, Ingrid shares her sorrow, saying Jay must have chosen to end his life after realizing the truth about Anna and Dr. Farrow's relationship. She is overcome with guilt and heartbreak. At the funeral, Dr. Farrow stands alone, appearing lost in thought. Edward approaches him and says a few words about Jay, urging Dr. Farrow to talk with him soon. As people arrive at the church, Sally, Ingrid, and Dr. Farrow sit together. Dr. Farrow turns and spots Elizabeth entering. She walks up to him, offers her condolences, and asks if he saw Jay fall. Dr. Farrow is silent and instead asks whether Anna left any message. Elizabeth says she doesn't know where Anna is and that she didn't leave anything behind. Later, as Dr. Farrow sits alone again, Ingrid walks up to him. She accuses him of no longer caring about her and declares that this should be the last day they ever see each other. Furious, she tells him to leave. Dr. Farrow walks away silently, gets in his car, and calls Anna, asking if she's safe and where she is. He then storms into Peggy's office, demanding to know where Anna is. Peggy tries to calm him, but he's desperate and emotional. Meanwhile, at home, Elizabeth encourages Anna to take more time off from work, but Anna refuses, saying that resting more won't change anything. She tries to carry on as if nothing happened. Anna serves tea to Elizabeth. During their conversation, Elizabeth brings up Anna's last moments with Jay. This triggers a painful memory for Anna and brings up Aston's death. Overwhelmed, Anna gets angry and storms out. Later, Anna is seen swimming alone. When she finishes, she gets dressed and leaves, unaware that David is watching her from a distance. She goes to sit near David. They exchange names and begin talking. Soon, Lynette joins them. David introduces her to Anna. Curious, David and Lynette ask why Anna is alone. Anna responds honestly, saying her boyfriend died after finding out she was in a relationship with his father. She quietly gets up and leaves. That night, Anna enters a club. She dances with a young man, but when he tries to take her to a private room, she refuses. As she walks away, he follows her, angry that she rejected him. In the early morning, Anna returns to her hotel. Outside, she finds Dr. Farrow waiting. They have a short, heavy conversation. Despite the sadness between them, Anna holds his hand, and they walk inside together. Dr. Farrow gently bathes Anna while she stares silently at the ring Jay had once given her. Later, they talk. Anna tells Dr. Farrow that they are the cause of Jay's death and that they cannot continue their relationship. She asks him not to look for her again, then walks away. At work, a colleague hands Anna a letter congratulating her on her supposed marriage. Anna is stunned, then abruptly leaves the office. She walks briskly through the streets while calling Peggy. She asks if Peggy has returned to London and says she needs to meet her at the flat. Anna enters the flat and finds her diary on the floor. She kneels to pick it up, just as Dr. Farrow arrives. He sees her on her knees. A woman enters and hands him the deed to the house he has just bought. She begins showing him around. Peggy arrives, walks into the room where Anna is standing, hugs her, and comforts her. They leave together. Later, as they travel, Dr. Farrow finds Anna's diary and begins reading the emotional message she wrote about their relationship. The episode ends with Anna sitting with a young man, telling him everything she has gone through. The man encourages her to begin a new life.